Acapellic, Brooklyn's back.
We here with Desmond Bonet from the Bronx, baby, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have you back here, brother. I thought I wasn't gonna see you again until next year or something like that when you had another project, but you telling me you have another project. But tell us what you've been doing after the interview that we did last summer, if I'm not mistaken, or winter.
Yeah, man. I just been working, honestly. You know, I'm gonna introduce somebody who I feel like is super talented in like the next minute. But as far as me, we dropped September Reloaded. I know I was telling you about that. That's on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, all of that. Pandora is the only thing that's been giving me problems, but we still, you know, we pushing through. So Tidal, I know you have that. You got it on your smartphone. Apple Music, everybody got that. iTunes, you should have that. So download that. September Reloaded is on there. So
now remember, it wasn't just September. It was also September Reloaded. So there's two versions. One is with him only, and then is him with Lena. So, but yeah, tell
yes, sir. So, yeah. So basically, what I did, I wanted to give the people not only a decision, but I wanted to make your decision, you know, worthwhile. So, I put out a free version that's on my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Desmond Bonet. I believe that one has, I want to say 12 songs, probably 13. Then I just did a reloaded version where we did a whole brand new song called "Hailing from the Bronx." Mom, man, you know I had to do something for the borough. Hailing from the Bronx, that's featuring TMW and you know, my big homie Nino. And then also I did like three remixes, right? Three. We did Drug. That video's out now. Did Drug remix with this person right here. We did I Want You, that also features her, and Prepare for This, that also features her. So I've been working since then. That's four. Oh, look at that. That's four.
Gold Digger one.
Oh, Gold Digger, yeah, Gold Digger. So I just been working, man. Just been trying to, you know, keep the content going.
That's awesome, bro. So before we get started, before we talk about Lena, man, before we be introduced to AcapellicTV and the audience, so let's talk about Drug, the music video, because that music video came out fast. I didn't even expect that. I thought probably you're gonna be dropping a video like probably this year or something like that, you know, around this time. But you have two videos. You have Drug and you have Paranoid. Now Drug you have with Lena, and then Paranoid. But I can't find Paranoid anymore. What happened to Paranoid, bro?
Paranoid's still up there.
Yeah, on your page?
It's still up there. It's not. This is news to me then. So if it's not there now, I gotta figure it out. But I do know I had a situation with YouTube. They blocked that particular video from being
shown to the public.
Not shown to the public. What's the word I'm looking for?
With the rights, copyrights?
No. I'm having a whole brain fart right now, so y'all excuse me. But I just had a small issue with making money off of that video. So I know they blocked that, but to my knowledge, the video was still up there. If it's not, then I'll definitely go dispute that and see what's going on. But the first video off the September album we did was Conflicted. You know, after the just the killings that was going on last year, the year before. So me and TM we got to the studio and just wanted to do something to really create awareness towards, you know, that.
Yeah. So talking about killings, brother.
Yeah.
So talking about killings, brother. So we have two tragic deaths that happened last month.
You want to talk about the whole Junior shit?
We're talking about Junior and we're talking about XXXTentacion.
All right,
so but before that, let me ask you something before you answer, you know. So XXXTentacion, man, he was murdered. I'm guessing it wasn't just a murder case. It wasn't just for the murder of robbery or whatever. I guess it was something way deeper than that. Because as we see, the guy who assassinated him came out with a video saying it was for his cousin or something like that. So I'm speculating, I'm guessing, it's a hypothesis that there was something deeper than that in that whole situation that happened with the stalking and all that stuff outside of the motorcycle shop, whatnot. And also with Junior, you know how. I'm gonna give you my perspective before you give me.
Before you go, let me just touch on the XX. This is what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna go dive too much into it because I don't know all the details. But what I will say is, I'm gonna just be raw and explicit with this. I'm not a fan of, and I don't condone all the bullshit that's surrounding his death. A lot of industry people we look up to, a lot of people we claim that we love is coming out and saying, you know, this kid was a legend. Me personally, I was a fan of him. I downloaded both albums. I loved both albums. To me, I related to both albums on a personal and just musical level. So to have him pass and for me to see all of these people saying, you know, he was a legend, the dude had talent, and then at the same time, shout out to Casanova, who's from Brooklyn out here, to watch an interview with Casanova and have him share the same sentiments and say, you know, last year he was at the BET Awards and nobody wanted to say what up to him, nobody wanted to get close to him. So for it to go from that to now, all of a sudden, everybody showing all his love and saying he a legend. I don't condone that, because I forgot who said it, but I'm going to steal this quote for somebody. Let me smell my flowers while I'm here instead of you putting them on my casket when I'm gone. So that's the only thing I would have to say about that. I was a personal fan of XXX, and I don't wish death on anybody, and I don't know his personal dealings or his personal problems he had with anybody. But what I don't condone is the fake love. So for all of these people who never wanted to take a picture with him, but all of a sudden now was throwing his picture up and saying all these nice things, but couldn't say these things while he was alive, to really receive it and feel it, and who knows, have it even hopefully change his path or change his life. For them to wait till something tragic happened to do it, that's the only thing I would say that I don't condone. But I was a personal fan of his music. I didn't like everything he was about and everything he did, but musically, I felt like dude was real talented. But all this fake love is, I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, before X passed, like a couple of months ago, I was doing, you know, the promotion. You know, something that I do for the other artists, for the artists out here, whether it be major, indie, you know, promoting the music and stuff. I was starting to promote X. I didn't really know about his music, wasn't really a fan. I'm just starting to get to know about him. Once I heard the news, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. You know, no matter what, like, the kid was trying to change his life. You know, he did a lot of fuck up shit, but I mean, he was young. He was very young, man. You know what I mean? When we all young, we do a lot of fuck up shit, and we don't have the same type of reasoning that we have when we're like 24 or 23. You know, we're like, yo, you know what, like, I really fucked up. Like, I wasn't even supposed to be doing that. Like, there's no need for that, you know. But you know, it is what it is. Whatever it is that happened with X-Men, I hope a lot of praise to his family, and I hope everything works out. And I hope this helps the community realize that maybe some stuff isn't supposed to be done within artists, because all it leads is to pain, murder, and there's no need for that, you know?
Facts.
So now talking about Junior, man, the Bronx, that's near home. Near Brooklyn, it's in your house, Bronx.
This is what I want to say about the whole situation, and I'm not gonna dive too deep into it because I still want to, you know, just talk about the music. But what I will say is, I could definitely see why people would blame the owner. Now, the reason why I don't personally put all the blame on the owner, and I just kind of categorize it as a generational issue, is because I was born in 1990. I'm 27. You feel me? I'll be 28 in September. And in the area where I grew up, of course you had your dickheads and you had, you know, certain people, but it was more of a, I wouldn't necessarily say family, but it was more of a community feeling. The dude on the corner store knew your mother and knew your father. So he would either check you if you did some dumb shit, or he would check somebody else if they was trying to do some dumb shit to you or try to have you involved in that dumb shit. So that's the reason why I relate to everybody blaming the owners, because if everything they saying is true and the owners did know the parents of Junior, and they knew Junior, then why not try to diffuse the situation? Or let's even throw in some hood rules. If Junior did do some fucked up shit and he deserved the ass whipping, why not step in as the authority figure and take away the weapons and say, all right, he either gonna fight all of y'all one by one, or one of y'all just fight him? Why throw this kid out while people have knives and machetes and all of that? You understand what I'm saying? So I feel from that perspective, and not to sound crazy, because I know I'll probably gonna get a little backlash for what I'm about to say, but this shit been happening for so fucking long, and whether they like it or not, I look at this as something that was supposed to happen, because even though it's a tragic death, a mother and father lost their child, now we got some light on certain shit that's been going on for forever. So it's sad that it had to happen this way, but at the same time, to try to create it into something positive, let's shed light on more bullshit that's going on like this. everybody's showing so much love to Junior, and I pay my respects, RP to him, and my condolences to his family. But there's so many other kids who died, if not equal tragic death, more. There's so many kids who's missing: Bronx, Brooklyn, Harlem, Jersey. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm glad that light is being shed, even though it's a lot of sadness behind it. But like I said, going back to my original point, it's a generational issue, because
Yeah, that's true, bro. But it could go either way, you know. Like you said, if the owner didn't know the family and he knew them for years or whatnot, like why not step in and help him out, you know? Because it's like family, like right here in Brooklyn, the same thing, you know. Store owners know you, they say like, hey, what up, like this or that, whatever it is they call, you know, like, hey, Kangri, what up, you know? And you know, you should get involved. But if you didn't know him, like you said, like, you know, a kid running up to the store, jumping in, saying, yo, they want to murder me, like you don't know what's going on.
especially if you see him screaming and he's, you know, asking for your help. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's a generational issue. You know, they
Now, back in the days, they had codes, you know, a certain, like, for example, a certain time you couldn't be in the streets doing, you know, for example, selling coke, selling this, selling that. You couldn't be in the streets until a certain time. Kids couldn't be outside until a certain time. And there was codes, you know, regulations in the streets. Whether you were from the streets or whether you weren't from the streets, you just knew, like, well, what it was, you know?
it was more of a community feeling. Even though the OGs was doing
Their shit.
their shit, whether you want to call it criminal activity or taking care of their family, even though they was doing it, everybody had a cause behind it.
Yeah.
Whether you agreed with it or not, everybody had a cause behind it. Now,
It's reckless.
now niggas don't have no cause. They killing you for
no
doing
reason.
something wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's a generational issue. The way shit is now, 2018, the way it used to be it's like night and day.
Yeah, that's true, man. So let's step out of the situation, man. Let's get out of the whole hate and the whole death and murder,
Do
man.
the honors.
Go ahead, man.
All right, man. So a lot of people that care about me, is close to me, not gonna like when I say this, but after I dropped September Reloaded, I was supposed to be done. That was my last shit. I was gonna step into the route of just helping other people create, whether it was writing for artists, directing their videos, helping with anything. So I reached out to somebody because I had this idea, and I was like, I want to do like a couples album as a one-time thing to push someone else's ability, and then I'll step back from there. I'm not gonna say no names, you know who you are. That person dubbed me. They didn't reach back out. They were supposed to do
The biggest dub they ever done.
you played yourself, DJ Khaled voice. They was originally supposed to be on the Drugged remix. They played around, wasn't serious about it. I found someone who I didn't even know I was following on Instagram, and to my knowledge, they was going to the same studio as me. So I approached my engineer, shout out to Oscar, and I asked him about this person. He was like, yeah, she dope. She could sing, and she even wrote on the spot. Like, just super nice. So I'm like, all right, cool. I had this idea for a remix. I sent her a DM on Instagram. I didn't even know that she already loved the song. So she did it immediately. The verse came out fire. From that point on, I was like, all right, cool. Now I want to do this album with you. So the name of the album is called The Lovers Playlist.
And when is this dropping, bro?
It'll drop. I don't want to give no exclusive date, but it's gonna be out in July. It's gonna be out in July, and hopefully by the time y'all watching this, the first single will officially be out, which is called Winning. Parentheses is gonna be fuck that bullshit, but for certain purposes we gonna call it Winning.
Damn, bro. Finally, bro. Yo, you don't know how much time I spent on the damn internet trying to find a cover, trying to find a single, trying to find a little snippet, nothing, bro.
Bro, the album is hard, man. It's called The Lovers Playlist. It's essentially a couples album, like I said. Every song, I guess you could probably say we talking about the same thing. But each song sounds so different sonically.
So it's way different than
flow-wise.
September Reloaded.
It's the night to the day that September was. Complete opposite. We got to play around with sounds. I might be singing on certain songs. She might be rapping on certain songs. You feel me? So without further ado, this is somebody who I feel like has the potential to be a bigger artist than I am. Who I feel like is super nice. And hopefully she takes my advice and does a solo after this, so the world could hear just 100% of what she has to offer, man. Her name is Lena The Artist. I really, really feel like she outshines me in this album. This album I made initially just for her, because I wanted her to have, you know, her own success and go further. And she actually, and I don't even know I even told you this, you inspired me to just keep going with it and continue my solo joint. So without further ado, this is the person I'm doing the album with. Her name is Lena The Artist. I'll let her fully introduce herself, but I wanted to get that out because she's just super, super talented, man.
Thank you. So what's up, guys? I'm Lena The Artist, or y'all just call me Lena. So how could I start this? What should I start with? Yes.
Where you grew up,
Yes.
tell us everything. Are you single? Tell us.
I am single. Whoa, we're not even gonna get into these fellas, yo. That's a whole different. I'm gonna respect y'all because y'all present. But I was born and raised in Manhattan. Partially like North Carolina a little bit, but I'm back. I couldn't stay away. I'm 22. Yes, I am young, right? Born in 96. 96. Next year's my Jordan year. But yeah, I've been doing music for a while. I took it serious when I got to high school. And I kind of like...
You were 8 years old, right?
I wrote my first song when I was 8. I get to beat my sister to say this. Yes, I wrote my first song when I was 8, and I will not ever mention this. It was me and my little cousin, and one day we were told to write a song, and we wrote one. I won't even mention the song. Like, we're just gonna leave that. We're just gonna leave that because it was like,
Hey, you can't. There's no such thing as failure. You only learn from your failure. So, even though it may not be what you thought you wanted it to be, but it still inspired this wave that you're on now.
it did.
You know?
It did. 14 years later, I'm like, oh wow, I grew up from that song.
Wow.
Yeah. So the song I wrote. That's the only y'all only gonna get the title. It was called Uptown Harlem. So y'all know how stupid it sounds because Harlem is uptown.
Uh-huh.
So Uptown Harlem is like, okay, where you going? Like, I was a kid. My first actual song I've ever written was "Be Alright." That was with my sister, and
That's an official song, right?
that is an official song. Yes.
You can listen to it today.
You can listen to it on SoundCloud. My SoundCloud is soundcloud.com/Lena The Artist. That is Lena The Artist.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yes.
We're actually gonna have. Well, can I hold this for
Yeah.
a second? Lena, actually, well, guys, I haven't told you yet, but we have an official website for Acapellic TV at Acapellic.com/Acapellic TV, and we will make a page for Lena as well as we did for Desmond, and so you could go check out her music there, her social medias, check up on her, like her page, comment. That's a new feature that's coming out. So we have a whole lot of features coming on the site. But yeah, get right to it. Sorry to interrupt you. I just needed to let the people know where they may find your stuff, you know? Okay, here you go.
Yes. So that's me. That's my background. Wrote my first song in 2015. The first song I've actually recorded was with my friend Remedy, and that song is called Our Future. That is also on my SoundCloud. That was the first song I actually recorded, but the first song I've actually written was "Be Alright" with my sister. And everybody loved that. So from there, I was like, oh, I can't stop here. I can't.
So you say you started in high school years. You
Yes.
are 22.
I'm 22.
So I'm guessing you're still in school, or?
I'm in college.
You're in college?
Yes, I go to St. John's.
John's.
I study communication arts. And right now I'm currently involved in like social media marketing.
Wow.
So I gotta know the background things to help myself out.
That's
So
true.
everybody that's watching this that go to school with her, y'all better click on that shit, man. Download
Right?
that album. Stop playing.
Now my school's been the most supportive. My school, people from my school.
You just say you're single. What's the word? Single.
Single.
So now people are going to know you're single, so you better watch out with the fellas. Fellas, don't be disrespectful.
I'm single. Don't be disrespectful. I had enough of y'all disrespect. But yeah, that like most of my school, like people from St. John's have been most supportive. They're like, oh wait, they're like you, like where's the Lovers playlist? I keep seeing roses, but I'm not hearing or seeing anything. I'm like,
Come on, man.
watch Drug. Drug is like the beginning. Drug is the beginning. Like Drug is like, oh, okay, like my niece, she's 4, but she's seen it. She was like 3. She'll be like, so what happens next? You just took the bag. Did you guys meet up? I'm like, you gotta wait.
That's true because you guys did make the song Drug together, and you guys issued the music video, which was amazing because it's a whole film sequel in it. It's not just, yeah, let's stand in front of the building, let's stand here or there and issue the video. It was an actual film that was thought of and scripted and recorded. It took days, hard work, time, editing, all that good stuff, that goes into a video, which artists nowadays don't do. But once we see Kendrick Lamar, Logic, and artists like that do it, and then XXXTentacion do it, and then you guys are like, why this is successful? Is because maybe they put a lot of time and dedication into the artwork, and that's why people love and people mess with them, So that's something you guys got to get through, and that's awesome because they did it with their song Drug. And I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with the Lovers Playlist album, which is gonna be awesome. But talk to us, what did you guys do there together? Because you guys did the song together. Is there more singing? Is there extra bonus tracks? Or could you bring us into, can you give us those details? Or could she give us? Or who wants to do this?
So, the Lovers Playlist, I literally can't stress longer. Like, if you don't watch Drug and listen to Drug, you won't get it.
Okay, so it's a sequel.
Yeah, you have to listen and watch Drug, because then it's like, then when you finally and you finish watching and listening to it, you're like, okay, what happens next? What happens next is the Lovers Playlist. So with the Lovers Playlist is like, one of our songs on it, it was like the pre-Drug. So it's like, it's a moment that is before Drug that we didn't get to explain in Drug. And then after it is like, oh, okay, so this is what happens with them. I'm not gonna tell you the names, the song names or what the song's entitled, but I'm going to tell you.
Just one.
All right, one, Winning. Winning.
Is that the one that's dropping tomorrow?
Winning is dropping tomorrow.
While y'all watching this right here, the song will be out, man. It's called Winning. Like I said, the next title for it is Fuck That Bullshit, but we gonna keep the title Winning for certain purposes, man. But it's dope. We working on it, man. I really wanted to do something different, because Drug surprised me a little bit, to be honest with you. I had a whole different idea for the visual, and I couldn't do it for certain reasons, and I just switched the idea last minute. I told her about it, she loved it, and we did it literally in probably 4 to 5 hours, the whole video. Shout out to Oscar, dude is amazing, but we shot the whole video in like 5 hours. Implemented acting, and like she said, if you haven't watched Drug, you probably not gonna you still gonna love the album, but you might not get the story of the album. But once you watch the video, you'll get the story of the album.
Is it that Lovers Playlist? So is Lovers Playlist explaining the video, the whole video, or why is it going, or is it explaining before and afterwards?
It's doing all of that. So
all of that. I'm guessing it's not even going to be that hard when you have such a talented artist right beside you, someone who knows about acting classes, theater, and you yourself, you're a type filmmaker. She's going to school for filmmaking as well. Yeah, go ahead.
That's another thing that made it super easy, because I never pursued acting classes or anything like that. But it is something that I always love doing. So that's why even in a video like I don't know if anyone ever seen my murder video, bloody murder video. That was my mixtape series, Music Volume 3. So I had an extreme amount of acting in there, and even my previous videos from there. So to go from, and matter of fact, we talked about it last time. The mini movie I did.
Oh yeah.
I'm having the mini movie I did. So to finally now be able to work with somebody that now is like, all right, I don't have to tell you what to do and hope that you can do it well. Now let's bounce these ideas back and forth. What you comfortable doing? You want to do this? Want to do this? How you want to say this? How you want me to say this? Now help me out. You want me to do X, Y, and Z? So that's what made it dope. So it made Drug fun to do, and what we got planned for the first single video. And I'll let her speak more about it, but the acting, it definitely helped a lot.
So, Lovers Playlist drops very soon.
It's gonna
Very
be out
soon.
in July.
Very soon.
July will not be over without this album being out. I promise you that. We're gonna have, let me just say this. We're gonna have two versions of the album. So the free version is gonna be on SoundCloud. It's 10 songs. me and Lena together. Each song is a collaborative effort. The deluxe version for iTunes, Tidal, Spotify, all that, is gonna have 2 bonuses, a solo from me and a solo from her, but still kind of a collab because I'm gonna be on her chorus, she gonna be on my chorus. So once again, the free gonna be on SoundCloud, 10 songs, 12 songs for iTunes and all the major platforms like that.
Quick question here. Now that you say she's gonna be on your chorus and she, different chorus and whatnot on the deluxe edition, so now I'm wondering. Now I'm a little bit confused. So does this mean that every song you both are gonna be singing together, like going at each other and answering one another, like, oh no way, that's gonna be awesome. Lovers playlist, man, coming out very soon. That's gonna be awesome. I thought you guys were just making songs together like everyone else, you know.
The whole album is You heard the new Jay-Z and Beyonce album? Yeah. You heard well, what's another one? If Ja Rule and Ashanti ever made an album together,
they're back and forth.
And I don't care if you telling me that I'm pushing the expectation too high. That's this album, the Lovers Playlist. That's this album. That's this album right here. Whatever she's saying, I'm answering. Whatever I'm saying, she answering. So the whole album, and just for musical purposes, the deluxe is gonna have 2 solos because I really want her to shine on her own, and then I have something special I'm trying to do. So that's why I came up with the idea of let's add something for the deluxe.
All right, Lena, you've been really quiet lately. I think you're a little bit shy today. I don't know if you are on that. I don't know. But so tell us about this project, because we heard a lot about this from this month, talking about the duos and stuff like that, the deluxe edition. But we haven't heard about how you feel about it. What was the process? Was it hard? Was it easy? What was it magical? What was it? Because when you're in that studio and you're recording hour after hour after hour after hour, sometimes it can get stressful. Or at times you'll be like, oh man, I got this idea, we could do this. Or yo, I could do that. Or we could do this, or we could do that. Or you know what, like maybe we could do that song that we wanted to do, but we couldn't do it because we didn't have the right idea, but now we do. So tell us, how was that whole process?
It was good. Quick one.
So how was that process? That process, I want to say it was all of them, not really hard. If I say it would be hard, it's kind of like, really? How is it hard? The only times that it got hard, I can't say it was hard because if I ever felt like I was missing something or I was short of something, Desmond and Oscar was like, okay, well, wait, so take a break or come back or let's hear what you have. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then when I come back, they're like, damn, that was nice. And I'm like, really? Because I just contemplated like 5 times, probably cried about it somewhere, but it was just like, nah, like it was really fun. And then I think from the beginning, like how you said, like with acting, I went to a performing arts high school. So it was like with Drugged, he asked me to do Drugged. And I'm not the people that just follow other people and not hear what they've done. So when I followed Desmond, he had September out. And I had 2 favorite songs. And it's crazy because he asked me to remix both of them. And it was Drugged and Prepared for This. And Prepared for This, I won't dive too deep into it, but it was like a song where it's like you could relate to. And I think that's how I felt, because when I heard his verse, I'm like, damn, like that's how I feel with school, and I'm doing music, so it's like, do I continue school? What do I do? And it was like, I could relate to it. Drugged, it was like, wow, like I really like that song. Like you're helping me, man. Like I love this. I could write a verse to this. I finished, I won't forget it. He wrote me, I was on the bus, I wrote it on the bus and sent it to him. Like I wrote it on the bus and sent it to him. So
Lovers playlist though.
Lovers, all right. I could dive into this. I'm just trying not to like expose anything too soon because it gets me too excited.
I'm trying to get it for you guys.
All right. You can't. You can't. It's confidential. But winning is coming though. And winning.
What DJ Khaled said? Top secret.
Top secret. That's the major key. I can't expose anything. But with winning was great. So basically the Lovers playlist as a whole, it was fun. It was fun because in the beginning, like I could say in the beginning of the whole project, it's me actually venting about things I've gone through. So people will probably be like, damn, Desmond probably like that. And it's like, no, he's not. This is just something I've experienced. He's counteracting me. And then with him, it's like something he's experienced and I'm counteracting him. So it's like, they're both might not be our situations, but you won't be able to know that. Like you won't tell like, wait, is it this one? Is it that one? Like which one isn't it? Like we were too in sync on it and with it that we didn't allow like a slip up or this doesn't make sense. Like it's a reason. And with winning, it's a lot of females are gonna understand. Like I feel like y'all gonna relate to it, y'all gonna jam it, and if y'all don't, y'all crazy. Because it's like I know y'all all had that feeling where it's just like you playing too much now. Like now you're getting too comfortable, and I support the whole parentheses fuck that bullshit because probably a lot of females got to that stage like nah fuck that. Like you're not doing that. Like you're not gonna do that. So I can expose that much to you because it comes out in 24 hours. So yeah.
So wow, I didn't really expect that. I didn't really expect that. I was trying to get more information, but we can't get it. But watch, I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch him slipping, dropping some snippet. I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna post. I'm gonna let y'all know. Watch, I don't be checking Google, I'm checking everything. Watch, I'm gonna get something, bro. Whether it's a registration of a song collection, playlist, whatever it is on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere, man. I'm gonna be checking you. Why? And you already know when I know like about a new song dropping, man, I'm gonna let them know, bro. I'm gonna let them know. Watch.
You know what I'll do off camera before we bounce out. I'll let you hear a couple of what we got, man. On a humble tip, what I will say is, without the cockiness behind the music, this album, to me personally, and I'll let her speak for herself. This album for me personally sparked my mind creatively because it allowed me just to do something different. Before I did the whole September album, it's something I've been wanting to do without knowing I was able to do it, if that makes sense. Just to not to talk for too long, but just to go back a little further. When I was younger, I would come up with these ideas, and because of the people I was around, I was always told, "Nah, you bugging. That sounds too pop," or whatever the case may be. So everybody that was around at the time, and exactly, and it was kind of like a gift and a curse. The gift of it was it taught me how to write. It taught me how to write a certain way and be like a rapper's rapper. Cause I can still rap. Let's put that on the table right now. I'll bar a nigga to death. I'll rap. You understand me? But when exactly, but when you just have all of these desires musically, sometimes the circle you're around might prevent you from doing so. So I just put it on the back burner. I created a series, mixtape series, Music Volume 1, 2, and 3. And I dabbled a little bit. And then when I created the whole September album, I told myself, you know what, I'm just going to start getting personal. I'm going to play around with certain sounds I never played around with. So I started, using my voice as an instrument more. I was singing on certain records like the I Want You record, Drug, and just talking about things that I never spoke about before. So with the Lovers playlist, which I originally named, what was the original name?
Oh my gosh, the Lovers Project.
The original name was the Lovers Project.
I'm going to check that out later.
The original name was the Lovers Project. And the reason why I switched it to the Lovers playlist is because I ain't gonna front. Shout out to Drake. I stole your idea. Don't sue me. The playlist he did, it just gives it just a better feel. I didn't want to go through the stress of, all right, what song is gonna go first, what song is gonna go after the other, because it's literally just a playlist. We're talking about the same thing on every song, but what makes it different is the sound. So without giving away too much, we got Winning, which is like kind of like my style. A little like full hip hop mixed with R&B, feel me? She killed it. I had to, Oscar will tell you too, I had to step up my pen just to match what she did. Then we got a record like Best Friend, where it's a whole Caribbean vibe, you feel me? Then we got another record where we got some congas in there and they got that Puerto Rican island vibe, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Then we got a record called Lovers where it got a whole old school vibe. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to say too much, but listen, her verse and the beginning of it, just the way we finagled the whole record, like just the whole album. So it allowed me to do something different. So what I will say before I hand over the mic is, if you know Lena personally, and you expecting her to be 100% R&B, then you're looking at the wrong album. If you know me personally and you expecting this album to be 100% bar heavy and just pure hip hop, you're looking at the wrong album. We collaborated in a way to where she's able to step out of her comfort zone, and I'm able to step outside of my comfort zone, so we can come together and create something that just works well with each other. You understand what I'm saying? So once again, she could sing her ass off, but if you're looking for that vibe, it's not the album for you. I could rap my ass off. If you're looking for that vibe, it's not the album for you. If you want to just search for something creative to the point where two artists is just putting great music together, it's that album, man.
Let me just say something, man. Lena, he's not being nice. He's not being nice. I don't know what you're talking about. He's being nice. I heard you singing on Drug, and it was something way different. I hope this becomes my favorite album, man, because somebody today in Facebook asked me, what's your favorite album of the year? I'm like, there is no favorite album. Like, I love J. Cole, but it was just like probably like a couple of two songs that I like. Drake, same thing. I mean, there's not really an album I could say, yo, that's my jam. And I hope this is something because, you know, we all have relationships, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever it is. And sometimes, you know, we need a break from the whole gold chains, money this, money that, with all respect, or hoes this, hoe that. You know, like sometimes we also need a reality check because we're not, like all these people you see here, for example, we're in the park, Sunset Park, what up, baby? I always gotta represent, you know, but all these people, I'm not saying they don't have money, but what I'm trying to say is they're not living like rock stars, having gold chains, all that. Like they have actual lives, you know, relationships, things they go through, whether it'll be breakups, whether it be love stories. And I hope this is something people could relate to and be like, you know what, this is something I could actually listen to and it's relaxing. I could listen to it in my car, I could listen to it in my house. I don't have to worry about nigga this, nigga that, bitch this, bitch that, this or that, disrespectful stuff. I'm not saying that it's bad because, you know, we need a mixture of everything because it's not always going to be positive, you know. We need positive, like we need negative, you know, like yin and yang. So
I will say, my bad, because I know I've been talking a lot. I like to talk, you know. But what I will say is, my hope for this album is to spark any underground artist to just be creative. Cause
besides underground, man, we need also major artists to just get out.
No, but the reason why I say underground is because the major artists, they have the money to back up whatever they want to do. So in a sense, they can afford to fail. But a lot of underground artists who don't have any backing, because I'm gonna be real with you, and a lot of people approach me or approach her and they swear up and down that we do, but we don't have no backing. This is 100% out of our own pockets. You feel me? Shout out to Oscar, like he's my dude, but at the same time he has the family to feed, so I don't even try to short him on studio time or videos. We come out of our own pocket to do this. So if people like us can come out of our own pocket to just be creative and do something different, it's nothing for someone else to do that. Everybody wants to follow a certain trend, and then once they make it, then it's like, okay, cool, now I can do what I want. Do what you want now, because it's better to be loved for doing what you want to do instead of being loved for something that's fake.
For example, like J. Cole say, you know, like you could talk about, you know, the gold chains, all that stuff, but one day your audience will grow up and they're gonna be like, you know what, that's not cool anymore. You know, like you gotta develop as you're growing.
You gotta be real with yourself, man. Like a lot of people don't like saying it, but I'm comfortable saying it. I'm 27. I'll be 28 September 9th. She's 22. You feel me? It's not an OD, you know, gap, but it is a little bit of a gap. And at the same time, she's not in high school. She's not in middle school. I'm not in high school. I'm not in middle school. So we can't be talking about certain things to have these little 16-year-olds on bumping. If they do fuck with our music, then it's like, okay, cool. Then I see where you at mentally. But at the same, go ahead.
But Lena, you had something to say when I was mentioning like the quote of J. Cole where the kids grow up and, you know, they don't want to listen to that anymore because they're like, you know, that's not cool anymore. You said that's funny. So what were you trying to say?
So J. Cole, I feel like that's like my long lost. I don't know. It's like our connection's so different. So he went to St. John's. He moved to North Carolina. Well, he was raised, I don't want to lie, he was raised in North Carolina. I wasn't raised, but I've been there, like the same part of North Carolina almost, and we ended up basically he went to a school that, no, I'm going to a school that he graduated from. But to not necessarily quote him, it was Jay-Z. Jay-Z, I don't want to lie, he said like somebody told him basically his first song wasn't that, like it wasn't all that. And Jay-Z was like, you know, just because one label or one person turned me down, I'm gonna still continue. Now look at Jay-Z. Now look at Jay-Z. So it's like not everybody's gonna accept it. And like Desmond said, people that know me personally, like certain people know me, certain people think they know me. I don't know. Like it's like they want you to be a certain way. Yeah, you have a voice, so do this. Yeah, you have a voice, so maybe you should do that. Or you know what? You're over exaggerating. Like I don't think you have that potential. Some people say it, some people act it, and it's like I pick up on it. But the one thing with the Lovers playlist that Desmond has stated is it allowed me to think outside of the box. So it's like I'm accustomed to R&B music. I'm accustomed to a certain way.
Nothing from New York. You know, you hear every single type of music in train stations, in the shops, in the delis. Anywhere you go, it's always music in New York, and that's why I love New York. There's all type of reggaeton, merengue, bachata, rancheras, this, that, everything. Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, hip hop, rap. We even have Russian music out here. We have Chinese, Japanese, Chinese. I don't know what it is, but it is one of them. It's either, you know, we have music out there playing. So that's why I love New York, and that's a cool thing because that inspires projects like this that nobody has heard. Because in New York you hear so much, you're like, I don't want to do that. I want to do something way different. So we're ahead of our time.
Right. I feel like maybe it's ahead, or maybe we're at a time where people did this at once in music. And that's where I value. Like I look to the past and the 80s, the 90s, and the early thousands a little bit. So it's like I get it. And also, what was I gonna say? I just had something that was like so great to say, but
I mean, New York did birth everything. Lingo, hip hop, it birthed it all. I mean, it may sound a little bit arrogant and egotistic, but is it true? You know, like. We built
it's multicultural, so you know it gives you I want to say, for lack of a better term, responsibility. Like it gives you the responsibility to try to be as creative as you can. Cause no disrespect to anybody that's doing anything, like, cause there's a lot of songs I do fuck with, but I just feel like it's not the way it used to be. The way it used to be, like. It was almost a crime to not be different. Now it's like almost a crime to not be the same. You understand what I'm saying? So
I'm not saying we all should be like New York, same style. No. Everybody should be their own style. You know, Atlanta like Atlanta, New York like New York, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Before it was, like I said, it was a crime to not be different. Everybody had their own style. Like if you was caught biting. Like, that was the worst back in the day. You understand what I'm saying? So, from now on, to have somebody from New York, and you won't even know they from New York unless they say it. Like, to me, that's crazy. So, when I go about doing music, I keep that in my brain. Like, I don't want to sound like nobody that's out.
I want to add something. On the multicultural thing, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm Haitian and West Indian. But there's a lot of tracks on here that also show that as well. See, like, I wish I could tell you, but I really can't. Like, I feel like, I know I didn't tell you, like, the names. You don't know what track to look forward to because you got to listen to the whole thing. The whole thing. I can't tell you a track because I'm like, oh, yeah, that one. And you're like, okay, wait, Lena mentioned that one. Let me go listen to that one. Now I need you to listen to all of them. But, yeah, I feel like the Lovers playlist is it contains a lot of a variety of different things. So Winning Tomorrow, that's like, I love that. Like,
it's already out because by the time this interview comes out, it's already out.
So if you're watching this right now, the link is gonna be down below. It's gonna be on SoundCloud. This is a part of the free, so go grab that. When we drop the album, which is coming out this month, both versions of the album is dropping on the same day. So like I said before, the 10-song album, SoundCloud, the 12-song, iTunes, it's your decision. You want the free or you want the one that's on iTunes. Either way, we appreciate your support. And just go out and get it, man. So many people complain about what's on the radio and complain about what's being played, but at the same time, they won't support shit that they actually like. So if you fuck with this, if you fuck with her, even if you fuck with her and you don't like me, download it because she on it.
Nah, my niece is about to download it because Desmond on it. I'm snitching. She'll tell me she's his fan, so, or you're gonna download it for you. I'm not hurt.
Yo, and listen, man, one thing I will say is women are the hardest people to please. So if my girl fucks with this album, then I'm telling you, download this album. Download this album, man.
Well, he did say behind the scenes he was going to show me the tracks. I'm not going to expose anything of that. I'm not going to record none of that.
I'm
But
confiscating all cameras.
most definitely. But if it is good, I'll let y'all know when I see him again at that event, the pop-up show. If it is that I do go over there, yeah, just 1 second, bro. I'll let you talk about that right now. So if I do see him over there and we do the interview again, because I will be interviewing artists over there, if it does happen, I don't know yet. It's not confirmed. It's just a possibility. But if I am there, I'll let y'all know and I'll tell them, yo, it was dope. And we'll talk a little bit more about the Lovers playlist coming out very soon. Winning coming out tomorrow. Well, it's already out on SoundCloud. Link is below. Check it out. And he wants a couple words to say, so I'm going to let him talk, man.
Yeah, my fault to cut you off. Just wanted to tell everybody, we're gonna be updating probably, if not weekly, like every other week, because we are trying to get as much performances in as we can together, you know, to keep promoting this album. So you can follow Lena at.
I'm on Instagram. That is _ Lena The Artist. That is LENA The Artist. I'm on SoundCloud, Lena The Artist. But you're gonna post this, right? So yeah, everything is mainly Lena The Artist. Once you type in Lena The, I actually do pop up. So that's great. That is awesome.
No,
so
that's cool because other artists have different name for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm like, yo, bro, this is hard. Like, how you gonna market yourself, bro? Like, you gotta understand. I know it's cool to change your name all the time, but you gotta know about marketing. Marketing is very important when it comes to marketing yourself as an artist and showing people about you, you know?
Yep. But yes, it's Lena The Artist for everything, even Facebook, everything. Desmond's handles are...
Yeah, everything the same with me. You know, Desmond Bonet on Instagram, SoundCloud, Desmond Bonet Music for the Facebook music page. What else? Twitter, Desmond Bonet. I'm working on the website right now. I'm actually probably gonna talk to Acapellic about that because I want people to be able to just grab the album. I want to be able to sell the album like just from me personally, instead of having people go to iTunes and all of that. But it's a step. We're going to get there. But, yeah, follow us on all social media platforms. We're going to give the dates out soon, but August, we definitely will be touching the stage in August and hopefully keep it going from then on. So the Lovers playlist, look out for that. Winning, while you're watching this, is already out, so download that right now.
Right now.
Yeah, we working, man. So AcapellicTV, we gonna try to, keep doing more stuff. I'm gonna try to get this one over here to work on a solo after this album, and September Part 2, man. So we working.
Most definitely. I mean, I would have loved to talk about more about Lena The Artist, but I don't want to bore you guys. Right now this is what's happening. When she does drop her solo album, we will know about Lena The Artist a little bit more. We will go more deep into it, see if she finally has a boyfriend or not. I don't know. But before we go, he did bring his photographer. This has nothing to do with the interview, but he is from Brooklyn. I am from Brooklyn, so that's like my brother right there. I don't even know him, but he's like my brother. So Brooklyn is Brooklyn, that's love. So he's gonna come into the camera right now, giving his handles and stuff like that. So all you beautiful models out there, or whoever it is that you're looking for a photographer, man, this is your man. You want to call and contact, man. Pull up, man.
Mr. Brooklyn way.
Most definitely.
What's up, world? How we doing today? My name is Lena. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Best die, do or die. Biggie, Jay-Z, what up, what up, what up? I'm a photographer. I know Desmond Bonet from work. We happen just to bond and just be good friends. And he's been telling me about this artist he's been working with, and they're putting out this amazing piece of work. And I've been excited to see her. And he's been playing me a few little samples. Yes, I got it. What up? You can hate me now. You can hate me now. But yeah, it's some dope stuff. My photography work, you can find it on Take It Easy Tiger NY. It's spelled exactly how it is on IG, Take It Easy Tiger, and TakeItEasyTiger.com. You can see all the photos, mostly food, but I also do some portraits and stuff as well. Yeah, Instagram, IG, Take It Easy Tiger NY. You can see everything on there. All right.
Yo, bro, so now all we gotta do, bro, is get you a New York Yankees or something hat, bro, because you got LA on, bro. What up, bro? But once again, man, this is AcapellicTV. I hope. Yep.
It's gonna be a little surprise, but I did it last time, so I feel like it's only right that Lena does it. So, on the spot, if you could just sing something, let people know that the talent is there, so we all gonna get out the frame. Just let you do what you do. And I'm gonna remind y'all one more time, I got bars for y'all niggas. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. September Part 2, that's gonna be the next project before her solo joint. The Lovers Playlist is now, look out for that. Winning is out right now, so download that. Lena, just do what you do, man.
Ah, that's crazy. Do I get I can sit, but do I get a song? Like maybe I could give y'all a little sneak or something, man. I'm trying to think. Now, when I'm rapping. I'm not on the chorus, but all right, so I'm gonna give you the beginning, all right? So it goes like this. You know I only ride for you. Make them bitches night, make them die for you. It's a problem, insecure, I won't lie to you. I see them close all around, I get all wrong clues. If I'm the one, then let them know they plays. If I'm the one, then tell me why they all up in your face. And I'm gonna leave it. You gotta listen to the rest. Tell me why they in his face. Tell me.
Well, guys, she just killed it. No need for me to do an outro. This was AcapellicTV. See you next time, man. Let's go.
I want the money, I want the fame. I want the mansion, I want the game.